Potential energy. What do you mean by potential energy? Potential energy is described or defined as the energy of a body by virtue of its position or its configuration. If you lift an object from here to here, means by virtue of its position, it possesses some amount of potential energy. Okay, and some of the object by virtue of its configuration, it possesses potential energy. For example, I'm lifting an object to certain height like this. If I'll throw on somebody like this, okay, just it will get hurt. Means the energy has released there, right? So the examples, if you see, look at here. I'm using a hammer on a block. I'm hitting a nail by using hammer. If I'll raise a hammer, it possesses potential energy. If I'll not raise, it will not. Yeah. So if I couldn't raise, I will not get potential energy. Got it? Now, here work is done by an hammer when the energy is released. Means the nail is going inside, it is displacing. Now, same thing. You are looking water tank in water at a certain height. What you are seeing? Water tank in water. So in the water tank, you are seeing the water. It's stored. Means it is storing at certain height. If you stand down, if I'll do some hole, it will come and fall on you. It will little like hurting or forcefully it will come down. Why it is so? Means since it is at height, it is possessing potential energy. That potential energy we call as gravitational potential energy. What it is called as gravitational potential energy. Now you are seeing a spring. We have studied work done by a stretched spring or compressed spring. Both cases, it is possess the potential energy. Look at here. I'm compressing. The moment if I'll release, then it produces the displacement in opposite direction to the applied force by compression. Right? If I'll keep an object, we will know the effect of potential energy very much. Right? Next. Here, the spring is released the moment it is released the energy which is stored, okay, by compressing. Now, a glare, or we call this as catapult. A catapult. This catapult, when you are stretching and by holding properly, you can hit a stone long a distance. Right? By stretching, it is putting it's possessing potential energy. It is in a form of stored. The moment it is released, the energy will be released. Right? Yeah. Means you have done some work that is nothing but the applying the force. So, formula for potential energy by virtue of its position. Look at it now. This is a flat form. On flat form, there is an object M. I raise this object certain height h. Right? I raise this an object certain height h. Therefore, with respect to the Earth gravitation force on that object, there is some amount of force will act by the Earth that we call as gravitational force. According to Newton gravitation law, in the universe, between any two mass objects, there is a force. Gravitational force will act. Same way, with respect to the Earth, small amount of force is acting on small object. So that is, we call it as acceleration due to gravity here. Okay. So due to this acceleration due to gravity, on mass m object which is raised to height h, some acceleration or gravitational force is exerting, right? The moment if I release the object from certain height, it possesses the potential energy in a form of mgh. Of course, I have raised a height h. Whatever I raise the height h, that is very smaller than the radius of the earth. So therefore, I can write work done by lifting an object to certain height. Just now I lifted an object, right? So I'm lifting an object certain height h against the gravitational force, opposite to the gravitational force. So we can call it as work done by gravity. Opposite to the gravity, no? So minus we have to consider. So work done, force into displacement. We know force in the sense what force is acting. This is a mass object. I'm lifting up. So force is in a form of weight, it is acting. In a form of gravity, it is acting. That is, we call it as mg. And since I have raised or displaced an object along the height h, so we can write as mgh. This is an expression for work done by a gravitational force. Work done by a gravitational force. This is also we called as potential energy by virtue of its position or height, we say it is. Okay. Now, actually, since it is raised to certain height h against the gravitational force, I have to use minus there. What does minus indicates here? Minus indicates potential energy is a stored energy data. What is that? Stored energy. You can see the down equation, potential energy V of H equal to mgh I have written. Why I have used the term V of H? Potential with respect to height here, with respect to configuration of height, or with respect to the height, how the energy is changed. Okay, here height is a factor which changes the potential energy. Of course, energy is a scalar quantity, same as kinetic energy is scalar quantity. Potential energy is also scalar quantity. Work, since it is a scalar quantity, energy is also scalar quantity because energy always transforms in a form of physical form of work. Or we can say energy is a measurement of work, we can say it is. Right? So, but it is taken to be positive work done, positive, negative, as well as zero. Same here also, potential energy can be taken as positive, negative with respect to gravitational force. Okay, of course, here negative indicates the stored energy, right? By virtue of its configuration, till now we were discussed by virtue of its position, by height, by changing its position. Remember one thing here, everyone. I have displaced an object, a simple object I have displaced, I kept here. This is as I am human being, I am not feeling much height and all. But the same object, if I'll keep on a small ant or small any creature, obviously that gets pain or it get hurt, means energy release. People think that by changing the small position or small height also it possesses the energy, but in terms of magnitude it is very less. Okay, but now here we are going to discuss by virtue of its configuration how potential energy acts. We have two types of potential energy. Till now we were discuss work done by a gravitational force, in the sense that is a gravitational potential energy we were discussed. Now we are discussing potential energy by virtue of its configuration. See, means we say it is as elastic potential energy. Elastic potential energy, we say it is. Okay, that's you can see here. When you are looking in the screen, the nice spring which is attached with the mass m. Now, this is at the rest, at x equal to 0, displacement is 0, we can see, right? Okay. Now you can see what will happen here. Yeah, the force applied on a spring by compressing, right? Therefore, the spring gets compressed, then the displacement of a spring has changed towards compression. Now, the moment if you release the external force, suddenly the spring exerts force on an object by releasing its energy, that is we call as potential energy. So, from the position of xc to xe, it has displaced. Of course, here displacement, force exerted by the spring is negative, but the displacement is in positive direction. According to Hooke's law, F is directly proportional to the negative displacement. We know that, right? You can see here how the things will be changes. from the 0 to compression position and extension position, right? When you press up arrow key and press down, you can understand here what happened. Of course, the spring force is an example of variable force which is conservative. Remember here, most important term conservative. You will get to know what is that. Consider a block mass m attached to a spring of a spring constant k. Remember, I said Hooke's law F is directly proportional to x. That means F equal to minus kx, where k is called as spring constant, which describes the strength of the spring. That finishes Newton per meter. Spring force F in an ideal spring, which you take, is directly proportional to displacement of the block from the equilibrium position. Equilibrium position is x equal to 0 from the rest position. That's we can write F is equal to minus kx. Suppose the block is pushed by an external force F and the spring is compressed by xc displacement. Then the work done by the spring force Fs is here. I can write, since I said variable force here, work done by the spring force equal to 0 to xc Fs into dx I can write. This Fs into dx is a work done. That is, I can write, since the displacement is in negative direction, minus kx 0 to xc. This is a integration process as we discussed in previous classes also. Here the limits 0 to xc, from 0 to compressed displacement. Now I can write this is further after integration of x. Here x term only can be integratable since that is a variable. So x into integration of x into dx can be written as x square by 2. So I have an answer here minus half kxc square. Whenever the integration formula itself, integration of x into dx gives us x square by 2. That is a integration formula. So therefore I have expression 1 by 2 kxc square. That I can write work done by a spring force equal to minus half kxc square. Okay. This is also we can define or describe with respect to the graphical mode also. Okay, now one note point we are having. Work done by external pushing force F is positive, which we have applied on the spring. Remember, since it overcomes the spring force Fs, therefore it gets compressed, right? But when work done by the external force F can be written as Fw is equal to half kx square. This is in positive direction, that's right. The same is true when the spring is extended through a displacement xc. If though I have applied the force, let us say, it may be pushing force, but if by the stretching, if there is a displacement takes place, then that is the extension of the spring has taken place, that is the displacement xc. In the direction also same expression we will get. Okay, that is work done by a spring force equal to minus half kx e square. Therefore, the work done by the external force is work done by external force is work done by the spring equal to half kx e square. We will write always in the positive direction. Let us see here force versus displacement if you obtain a graph. Okay, since the displacement is in negative direction, f equal to minus kx, in negative coordinate axis it comes. Now the extension of the spring is positive direction. Okay. Now this is the area. Area covered by this force and displacement is gives us work done, or nothing but potential energy we say also. Work done by a spring force we can say. So this is graphically we can represent or we can explain the work done by the spring force also with respect to extension, right? If it is negative x-axis, if you see that is by compression we can draw. Here it is negative work done I can show. right? Now, with respect to gravitational force, if you discuss, now I'm lifting an object certain height h. Okay, this is in a straight manner I'm doing. Therefore, the potential energy equal to mgh. Now, here what I am trying to show that work done by a force around a closed path is is equal to zero. Okay, if it is independent of the path, it's not equal to zero. I am lifting an object by different way. By that way, there is no change in a potential energy. It is with respect to height, at what height it is there, that much only. Okay, the potential energy remains same in both cases. So that means we can understand here, potential energy will not depend on the path. Okay, it is independent of the path. That's why spring force is a conservative force I said here. It depends on the net vertical displacement of the body, but not the path. If it is going along the path, okay, and if it comes back along the same path, then the potential energy equal to zero because the displacement is same. So the potential energy around a closed path equal to zero, I said. So here the potential energy gain positive while it is coming going up, while it is coming down minus while it is losing, then the total round trip is equal to zero. Therefore, gravitational force we call it as conservative force. If it is not equal to zero, we can say it is non-conservative force. What are the conservative forces? Work done by A around a closed path equal to zero. For this purpose, whatever the force acts, that force is conservative force. If work done by a force around a closed path is not equal to zero, then that force is called as non-conservative force. Remember, gravitational force, electrostatic force, both are conservative forces. Electrostatic force even, remember, in 12th standard it comes. But only the friction force is non-conservative force. That's why friction negative, positive will get. Okay, it will not be zero, but in this case it will be zero, right? Friction force is non-conservative and electrostatic force as well as gravitational forces are conservative forces. That's why these forces are also called as central forces because center to center it will act. If it is charge, center of the charge to center of the charge along the same line. If it is mass of an object, center of the mass to center of the mass it will act along the same line. Vectorial. There are some important parts. If height h is taken as variable, then gravitational force F equals the negative of the derivative of V of h with respect to height h. Means if it is height is variable with respect to the force, so I can write in the form of differentiation minus d by dh of V of h. Means I am differentiating with respect to height the potential energy. If I'll differentiate, what I will get? If I'll differentiate work, I'll get back to the force. That is force equal to mgh. Force equal to minus mg I'll get because h d by dx of x is 1 only. Same way dh by dh gives us 1. So I have f equal to minus mg. This is work done by a variable force. So the negative sign indicates that gravitational force is always downwards. Same way, if the body V of h equal to mgh is released, therefore the potential energy is converting into kinetic energy. That is, from certain height to we are releasing any object. At certain height, the potential energy maximum because height is maximum. The moment it is released, then it is converting as well as its velocity is increasing. Since velocity is increasing, depends on height, then it is converting into the kinetic energy. So when you are equating, according to law of conservation of energy, when you are equating the velocity of an object v equal to under root of tgh to gh. Of course, if I multiply with the mass by 2 both sides, Half mv square equal to mgh, I can write. This is also we call as kinetic energy equal to potential energy. This is applicable according to law of conservation of energy. Any water is falling from certain height, any object is falling, in all the cases this law applicable. The potential energy V of x is defined as if the force f of x can be written as f of x equal to minus dv by dx. This is also can be written as in variable way in the integration. Integration of xi to xf f of x into dx equal to minus integration of vi to vf into dv equal to vi minus vf. Next class we'll discuss law of conservation of energy.